Yeah, right now. Let's just have a bit of a whistle-stop look at what happened in the world of football this weekend. And don't forget, Dan has the Connect Pembrokeshire football roundup in the first hour of the show every week, just after 7:15. In Division 1, Fraser, you brought us a good interview with the Hakin manager, Scott Davis, in the first hour. They beat St Ishmael's, and they really did go clear at the top, and they're taking control of that title race after that win, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it was a big win for them, and they've won the last couple of weeks while teams below them have been dropping points. And Saturday was as crucial as they come. It won't, it'd be as striking on the eye as the 9-goal and the 8-goal wins. I said in the interview of Kilgetty and Kerry the previous 2 weeks. But look, I was intrigued to see Tish on Saturday, more so than Hakin, because I know what Hakin bring to the table. But Tish has improved form, and I hadn't seen them play yet. And look, they are a solid, organised unit. They won't play many part with total football, don't get me wrong, but they know what they're doing. They're on board with each other, and they didn't just go to the Obs to sit, defend and hope. They went there and they sat with a plan. And look, for 45 minutes I thought it had 0-0 written all over it. They didn't give away many chances, 1 or 2 half chances maybe. They really held their own. They didn't quite get the possession they needed to impose themselves in attack, and then it went down to 10 men after the early Hakin goal, and that really starved them. They were up against it, but they hung in there. And for Hakin to come through that when they had to dig deep would be as important a win for any as they've had this season.
Yeah, indeed, and that victory really does open up that lead now. Hakin on 27 points from 10 games, having won 9 of those. Tenby went to Clarbeston Road. We spoke about this on the show last week, didn't we? And that sounded a good game, but Tenby will be disappointed they dropped points. It ended 3-3.
They can be thankful they had a point in the end, and I saw a bit of that game. Clarbeston Road were actually leading 2-0 at one point. Back came Tenby, to be fair. And Clarby were leading 3-2 up to 90 minutes, and it looked like Tenby were going to lose out. And Clarbeston Road, they got some old heads, and I don't mean that, but they got good experience in the team with a couple of youngsters as well, and they battled hard.
They've done well.
They played them on their second team pitch, which is different. The Knockfield is a lot tighter. They give themselves space against Denby, and it nearly paid off. Spencer Williams got a 95th minute equaliser.
Wow.
And fair play. Clarbeston Road nearly done them over. And that's what's been interesting about all the games this season, to be honest with you. Any team is capable of beating any team at this moment in time. And it's been so long, the last few seasons, where Goodwick and Hakin have actually dominated everything. It's certainly changed this season. Yeah. And the ones that really stick out to me are St Ishmael's. They were going well. Don't get on the phone, give me stick now. But Tish nearly were going to be relegation candidates last season. Yeah. They were down there. They were struggling. Their form has dramatically changed. They picked up a guy striker, Aaron Hallam, who's absolutely a nuisance to every defence in Pembrokeshire, and he knows how to play the game. He's a very good footballer as well as a strong lad, and it's just changed the face of Tish. They believe in what they play. You've got Graham Ninnis, the manager, ex-player. You've got Robbie Thomas, another one who's running the line. They're experienced campaigners as well, and they're getting it through to their team. And they've had some turnaround so far, and we're nearly at the halfway stage of the season. I think they're about 5th in the table, but they're capable of beating any side of the day.
Okay, quickly then, halfway stage in the season. Is the title race over? Are we going to call it now?
It's not over. No. Scott Davis was right what he said afterwards. It's disrespectful to others to start talking about it being over after 10 games. Having said that, the 11 games is the halfway mark. But there is no denying Hakin are in complete command in it. It would have to, take a turnaround in form for their man that's behind them from here.
Okay.
It's not over and over at Hakin. I can't see Hakin losing it, but there's a long way to go.
Almost declaring it over then, Fraser.
No,
Division 2.
Some precarious positions this
In Division 2, we need to mention that Solver New Hedges Saundersfoot United game. It ended 6-4 to New Hedges Saundersfoot United. It was a classic game, and both goalkeepers were on the score sheet, and they weren't just aimless punts upfield, were they?
No, when the wind goes one way in Solver, I can see that. I
Yeah.
actually played in a game when it happened. Haverford County at the time, if Gordon remember, had their second team in the Pembrokeshire League.
Yeah.
Peter Blaine
Yes.
was the keeper. If you're watching, Peter, who
You don't want to listen to this, Peter.
Yeah, he had the ball in his hands, his own area, hammered it down. It bounced a couple of times high and over young Chrissy Davis, of course, the younger brother of Simon Davis, who's in goal for Solver and into the net. And so I've seen it happen in Solver. I've never known it happen twice in a game for different keepers, I'll be honest. But they were both free kicks, apparently, inside your own half. And funny mention on the Sworders Foot New Hedges website today, which said we look forward to playing Solver later in the season. Hopefully both people will stay on their line that day. But look, I will have to call you up on one thing, Ben, where you did upset the locals in Solver. You said a couple of weeks ago
I love Solver.
You said a couple of weeks ago in the West Wales Cup that their game was off. To be fair to you, it wasn't clear on the results that their game was off, but you could have predicted that beforehand because of the wind and rain. The other team actually refused to travel. Solver were given a walkover. And my view on walkovers, if it was that windy and rainy, I wouldn't come down to Solver.
I was going to say they didn't fancy it because of the wind and rain.
One of my fond memories was playing for Merlin's Bridge. They were a bogey side Solver when we played them. We were in Division 2. I remember leading 4-0. We were leading 4-0 at half time and comfortably leading. Second half, we lost 5-4.
Wow. Yeah. No.
It's amazing.
It was that strong, the wind.
It's amazing. Because the day the Peter Blaine goal, half dressed for 4 at half time, we won 5-4.
Listen, Solver is one of my favourite places in all of Pembrokeshire, so I would never want to upset anyone at Solver. I think they'll let me off that, and I was almost right anyway. Listen, we're almost out of time. We need to say good luck to all of our sides in the West Wales Cup, and we did have fun going through the fixtures last week, and we'll do the results I think on the show next Monday. Pembrokeshire sides with a good chance this year. I mean, Hakin to start with.
But all of it, Hakin defending champions, I think it was all Pembrokeshire final last year. Hakin
and in great form.
He was in the final with them.
Look, the last decade, 12 years we've spoken about. Johnston paved the way. To be fair, that win that year, which we'll never get my head around, but they did that final. But look, Pembrokeshire sides are right up there now. It's no longer the Holy Grail or this almost mythical.
Stevie Mills being carried off and coming on to score the winner. Great, isn't it?
Off on a stretcher, back on to score the winner. But look, all decent Pembrokeshire sides can challenge for this. It's not the gap, the dearth between us and the Swansea club teams nowhere near.
No.
I mean, interesting thing. I put this to Gord. I'd never actually thought of it this way before. I was told that the tide started to turn, and what they say in Swansea was explained to me. Swansea got to the Premier League. A lot of their footballers went to Sunday club football. Obviously, the Sunday League system's a lot stronger than it is down here, and never actually went back. Which is why it's almost diluted the quality in Swansea. I've never heard that theory before, but it's interesting.
I haven't heard that. And also they brought in the West Wales Premier to try and reinvigorate it.
That's
but
right.
Sunday League football. So all their best players are playing there in the Sunday League. Okay.
Maybe Pembrokeshire's better.
Don't believe everything the Jacks tell you.
No. I
And Pembrokeshire sides
every week. I don't believe it.
And Pembrokeshire sides just getting better and better over the years as well. Surely that's the other reason. Yeah, well, we have got a number of teams in Cup action at the weekend, so good luck to them. It's round 2 of the West Wales Cup, and we will go through those results on the show this time next week. Thank you, chaps. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Gordon. Thank you, Fraser. We'll be back again next Monday at the same time. Stuart is on the way. It's the gaming show with Mags Optics after the 9 o'clock news. We'll see you next Monday. Good night.
Want us to shout about you? Messages